Hey, what's going on, social media world? Okay, down to business. I initially thought that I was going to do one of two things tonight. Either not do a video at all, and clearly I'm doing it, so that's not the case, or do a video explaining the fact that I'm really thinking long and hard about um, being skank physically with people. And I shouldn't call it skank because just because some people are more liberal with their sex than others doesn't mean that they're skank or that it's necessarily wrong. But I was really gonna make a video explaining that I'm tired of trying to be the good guy sexually, the good innocent guy sexually, trying to save myself. And again, I'm not a virgin, and there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. I'm just not a virgin. But I don't think I've discussed this. I was thinking about doing a video on this, but I did it and then just never got to posting it because I decided I would change some things about it and never changed them. So whatever. So this is all new. But as far as me, myself, I personally, sexually, I I feel that everyone is entitled to do what they want to do. I feel that safety is very important. That's one thing. So you can do what you want to do. Be safe. Wrap it up. Use a femdom if you have to. I still don't even understand how one of those works, but the female condom, I guess whatever. But yeah, like whatever you have to do, strap up, as they say. But I know for myself, I kind of feel like, and I've been told that I shouldn't put this much weight on it by many people, and I understand where they're coming from with it, but I think it's like my ironically old school values that have me feeling like I want to save that going all the way sexual activity for the person who will go all the way relationship wise, or at least the person who seems that. Because I'm not necessarily saying wait until marriage, because if indeed my person, my significant other for a lifetime is a man, um, I feel that that type of marriage takes you have to take a lot of other things into consideration. And I'm not saying that I'm opposed to it by any means. I think it would be nice, but I, it's not something like if it's talking like marriage to a woman, like I feel like something like that could be done a lot more quickly. Like you don't even have to. You do have to, but you don't have to take quite as much other things in consideration. Anyway, as far as me and sex, I feel like I want to, not do not do full time work for part time pay. Is what I'm saying. So like, if I'm gonna be going all the way with you physically, I would want us to be having every intention of going all the way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, lifetime, partnership is the goal. Like you never know for sure, but that would be the goal. And I would want somebody who has a like mind. Anyway, all of that to say, I recently was talking with somebody, and how much time? Okay, we're not doing that bad on time. I was recently talking with somebody. We went out on a date or whatever, and it seemed like we hit it off really well. And we ended up officially breaking up yesterday. And I don't even want to say breaking up because I don't even want to say that we were really together per se. But for the sake of the video, without having to make it an extremely long video explaining every minute detail, I'm just going to say we broke up yesterday. And via text message, which is always fun. And at first I was going to do a video just about that, but then I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't because I don't know. But I'm going to mention that in this video. So this is what sort of hurt me about that, because normally, and I did do a video about the fact that normally I'm great at getting over somebody, like, and I think that's part of the reason that at the time of recording this video, I'm single, because I'm really good at that for the most part. Once it's over, I'm done. You know, it's just that simple. No hard feelings. Goodbye. But this one kind of hurt me a little bit, just because of the way that it happened, like the way that the text message conversation went. I sent a message. I was saying, you know, so I guess we're done, right? That's what I said in the text message, and we started talking via text, and he just wouldn't officially say that it was done. And I was just like, well, what's the deal? Because I really liked the person. I really did. And since he didn't seem like he was ready to say that it's over, I'm kind of like, oh, well, maybe that means there's still some hope, or maybe there's still a chance. So I was like trying to understand exactly where we stood, if it wasn't that that I should just get over you, you know. And his response was, "I'm standing still. You're standing still." And I was like, okay, you're using very abstract language, and I'm not understanding. Like what are we gonna do? Are you saying that it's over, or is it not over? And he's like, well, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that I'm not going to move forward on the thing, but I'm not saying that it's over. And I was like, I even sent him a message. I said, okay, now, are you just saying that you don't want to say it's over just because you're one of those people who doesn't like to end a relationship saying that it's over, and you feel like, I don't know, you have some, like, I don't know, karma or whatever if you say that it's over? So are you just saying that for the principle, or are you saying that because, as it relates to me specifically, you don't want it to be over? And if you don't want it to be over, how should we proceed? He's like, well, you know, as far as proceed is concerned, these are text messages. As far as proceed is concerned, I feel that I'm just standing still. But again, he's not saying that it's just over. So, but eventually, I was like, okay, I guess you're just saying that it's over. So I was like, okay, well, thank you very much. And I was over it, like with that text message that I sent. I was like, well, thank you very much. It was nice knowing you, buddy, and have a good one. Peace. Be blessed. And like, I gave him that, and I meant it. But then he was like, well, I mean, I'm not saying that it's over. I'm just saying such and such. And I'm just like, but you're using all of this, and what was the word that I used? You're using all of this abstract language. What are you trying to say? What's the deal? And I wasn't getting upset. He told me that it sounded like I was getting upset, the tone of my text message. What? But I wasn't getting upset. In retrospect, I'm upset now, considering what happened, ultimately, as I'm about to tell you. But I was just like, what are you saying? And in the back of my mind, I'm sort of getting happy, because I'm like, you know, he refuses to say that it's over, so maybe he's hoping that there's still a chance, or thinking that there's still a chance, which I'm excited about because I really liked this person. And I was like, okay. And we sort of went back and forth some more, and eventually, well, he was just like, you know what, I've got to go to bed. Clearly, you need to process some things, and I'll talk to you later. And when I read that he said, I need to process some things, it clicked for me that it was what I thought from the beginning of the whole long, lengthy text message conversation, that it was over. At least that chapter was, and I asked repeatedly, I'm like, are we closing this chapter? And he would refuse to say it. But then when he told me that, Aaron, not you, but he said, you need to process some things, talking about myself, me. He was like, you need to process some things. It just struck me the wrong way because it struck me like he was saying, I'm not accepting the fact that he's breaking up with me and I'm being immature and like acting like I'm begging him to be with me. It just struck me like that. And I don't know, it just hurt me. So I quickly ended the conversation. I was just like, okay, well, thank you very much. And, you have a good night, buddy. Talk to you later, you know? And, whoops, dropped the phone. Sorry. Okay, 11 minutes. Not bad, not bad. So anyway, it kind of just started, as far as the whole sexual thing, it just started having me like, you know what, I'm tired of being the good guy, trying to, save myself for that special someone. And I've had so many people tell me that it's a silly way to be, not for heterosexuals, but for whatever reason, for same gender loving individuals, it's silly and antiquated. But although I guess heterosexuals probably feel it's pretty antiquated as well. So I guess for same gender loving individuals, it's virtually non-existent. And I was just going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to ease my way back into being sexually open with people. And again, like I said, I'm not a virgin. Um, During my time in college, I had some encounters with people. I'll put it like that. By God Almighty's grace, I didn't catch anything from anybody except this one person who gave me crabs, which was, I'm sorry, we're adult. Well, I don't. I hope we're adults here, but that was horrible, and never ever want that again, ever, ever, you know. So anyway, um, I was just like, well, maybe I should go back to that. And the reason that I switched from that, not back to crabs, no, back to being more sexually open with people and just being like, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, we're gonna meet, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna pretend that let's chill means let's chill and watch a movie for real without doing anything else, but we'll just do other things anyway. Play that whole role. Hey, yo, because people still hit me up talking about hookups, showing me their naked pics. So clearly it's not a difficult thing to do, even though on my profile it clearly states no hookups, I'm not that kind of boy. I was thinking about maybe I need to change and start being that kind of boy. Just because I don't know. It just, well, I do know, and let me make this long story short, which I'm actually pretty good on time compared to some of these other videos. Um, I had pretty much made up my mind that I was going to start slowly easing my way back into that. And as I was driving back from Macaroni Grill, my favorite restaurant, I do love Macaroni Grill. I go there 99% for the bread. Although I will admit that today my eggplant quadratini substitute zucchini for the eggplant, that was good. But 99% of the reason that I go there is for the bread. But anyway, um, as I was driving back, I hate to say that I heard a voice in my head because I don't know, it just sounds strange when people say that, and that's the kind of stuff that people get institutionalized for. And to quote a dear sister, Sweet Brown, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. So anyway, I'll word it like this. A thought came to my mind, and it's almost like the thought was, this is crazy. The future person who's meant for me, wherever they are, guy or girl. Because I'm not gonna lie, like when I talked to my dad, and came out to my dad, um, he he was like, okay, I did a video on. I'm not gonna go into detail again, but I did the video on the other page. I might transfer it to this page, but whatever. He was like, okay, well, I understand that you are, and I'm not asking you to change, but I will ask that you keep your options open if if the right woman comes your way. And I was just like, that's the least I can promise him. You know what I mean? So I did, but I meant it. Like I've still not ruled out the possibility that the significant other for me is a woman. I am attracted to guys as well, but and I'm attracted to more guys than I am attracted to as many females. But the attraction isn't non-existent. Um, so I will say that as far as it relates to that. So anyway, all of that to say, the person for me, be it male or female, whatever, I don't know. It's almost as if that person spoke to me and was like, Aaron, just be patient. It is worth it. And sometimes I feel like a fool, an idealist fool, when I talk about stuff like that. But I'd like to feel as though it's worth it, even though in the back of my mind I acknowledge that whoever is that person for me, chances are statistically they are not waiting for me. Statistically they're gonna be like, oh, I really appreciate the fact that you waited for me. Oh, and in the meantime, I've been around the block quite a few times. But I'm glad that you waited for me. And I wouldn't hold that against that person because, I understand that different people think differently. But for me, I think I would like to share that with somebody special. But like I said, just a few hours ago, before I had this thought in my head, I was thinking that that's just not the case, and that's just not what I should do, and that I should just start giving it up, and maybe the right one would still just manifest themselves through good sex, which I've learned in college back when I was more out there. It's not the case. Good sex does not a good relationship make. That is true. Period. I shouldn't say good sex because I wasn't even having sex like that, but good physical interactions do not a good relationship make. But anyway, so yeah, that was my thinking, and the thought came to my head that, you know what, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep on trying, and that's part of the reason I'm doing this video. Chronicling life's journey. So I'm gonna try. But sometimes it just gets so frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it really gets frustrating. But anyway, I'm gonna try. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm leaving it. It's an 18, almost 19-minute video. I'm sorry. Hope y'all enjoy. Whoever watches. Feel free to comment. I'd be really, actually this time I'd really be, like if anybody feels like commenting, I'd be really interested in hearing what people have to say about it. And feel free to rate. Don't thumbs down me because I've been hurt. Like he hurt my feelings, you guys. You don't understand. No, but thumbs up. Thumbs up is always nice. Give it a thumbs up. And subscribe. I do videos regularly now, especially since I'm doing videos on the BlackBerry because it makes it so much easier. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Peace. Be blessed.